Welcome to Daily English Dose Podcast. Hey Daniel, you look unusually energetic today. What's going on? Did you finally fix your sleep schedule?
Sleep schedule? That's a myth at this point. I just had extra coffee and maybe a random burst of motivation.
The classic I'll fix my life from tomorrow energy.
Exactly. But hey, I actually went out yesterday. Met a few friends after a long time.
Oh really? That's rare for you these days. How was it?
It was nice, but also a little strange. Like we were all there, sitting together, but half the time everyone was on their phones.
That's so real. It's like physically present, but mentally somewhere else.
Exactly. It made me think, what even is friendship now? Is it about being there or just staying connected online?
That's actually a deep question. Friendship in the modern world feels different. Not worse, maybe, but definitely different.
Yeah, I remember when we were younger, friendships felt simpler. You just hang out, talk about random things, laugh for no reason.
And no pressure to reply instantly. No seen messages, no overthinking every text.
Oh, don't even start with the scene drama. That alone has probably ruined so many friendships.
True. Like, if someone doesn't reply for 2 hours, suddenly your brain goes, did I say something wrong? Are they ignoring me?
Or worse, you start checking their last scene like a detective.
Exactly. Modern friendship comes with overthinking as a bonus.
But at the same time, technology has also made it easier to stay connected. Like you can have friends across the world now.
That's true. Distance doesn't really break friendships anymore, unless effort disappears.
Yeah, effort. That's the key, right? I feel like friendships today survive not because of time, but because of effort.
Absolutely. You can talk to someone every day and still feel distant. And then there's someone you talk to once a month, but the connection feels strong.
That's so true. Quality over quantity.
But I also feel like people are more guarded now, like they don't open up easily.
Yeah, maybe because everyone has been hurt at some point, so they build walls.
Or maybe because social media shows only the perfect version of people, so real vulnerability feels risky.
That's deep. It's like we're surrounded by people, but still feel lonely sometimes.
Yeah, that kind of loneliness hits differently, especially when you think you have friends, but you can't truly talk about what you feel.
Do you think friendships today lack depth?
Not entirely. I think deep friendships still exist, but they're rare. You have to find the right people.
Curious, what do you think makes a friendship real today?
I'd say honesty, consistency, and emotional safety. Like, you should feel comfortable being your true self.
Yeah, no pretending, no filters, just being real.
Exactly. And also, small things matter more now.
Like what?
Like checking in, asking, did you eat? Or how are you really doing? Not just the surface level stuff.
Yeah, those small messages can mean a lot, especially on bad days.
And remembering things, like your friends' problems, their goals, it shows you actually care.
I feel like a lot of friendships fail because people stop putting in that effort.
True. Sometimes it's not even a fight, it's just slow fading.
That's the worst, honestly. No closure, just distance.
Yeah, one day you realize you don't talk anymore.
Do you think social media friendships are real?
They can be, but it depends. Some people genuinely connect, others just interact.
What's the difference?
Interaction is liking posts, reacting to stories. Connection is actually talking, understanding, supporting.
That's a good way to put it.
Thank you, thank you.
So basically, reacting to my memes doesn't make me my best friend.
Exactly. That's just friendship on the surface.
Makes sense. I guess real friendship needs time and emotional investment.
And patience, because people aren't perfect.
Yeah, misunderstandings happen.
What matters is how you handle them. Do you communicate or just walk away?
I think a lot of people choose to walk away these days. It feels easier.
But easier doesn't always mean better.
True, sometimes the best friendships are the ones that survive tough phases.
Exactly. Growth happens when you work through things together.
You know, this conversation is making me rethink my friendships.
In a good way, I hope.
Yeah, like maybe I should reach out more, be more present.
That's a great start. Sometimes all it takes is one message.
Hey, I was thinking about you. Simple, but powerful.
Exactly. Friendship doesn't need grand gestures, just genuine ones.
You know what? I feel like in this modern world, friendship is less about convenience and more about intention.
That's beautifully said.
Wow, did I just say something wise?
Mark the date.
Hey,
But seriously, even with all the changes, I still believe good friendships exist.
yeah, they just take more effort to find and maintain.
And when you find them, you hold on.
Because in a world full of noise, real friendship feels like peace.
Exactly, like home.
You said something earlier. Friendship feels like peace. But what happens when that peace gets disturbed?
You mean conflicts?
Yeah, because no matter how strong a friendship is, conflicts are inevitable.
True. And honestly, I think this is where most friendships either grow or break.
Have you ever lost a close friend because of a misunderstanding?
Yeah, I have. It wasn't even a big fight, just silence that kept growing.
That silent distance again.
Yeah, we both thought the other person would reach out first. Ego got in the way.
Ego is dangerous in friendships. It quietly destroys everything.
Exactly. And the worst part is, later you realize it wasn't even worth losing the friendship.
That regret hits hard.
It really does. Sometimes you want to fix things, but too much time has passed.
Do you think time really makes it harder, or is it just fear?
Maybe both. Fear of rejection, fear that the bond isn't the same anymore.
But then again, if the friendship was real, maybe it's worth trying.
Yeah, but people change too.
That's true. Growth can either bring people closer or take them in different directions.
I've seen that happen a lot. Like school friends who were inseparable, but now they barely talk.
Different paths, different priorities.
And sometimes it hurts to accept that not everyone is meant to stay forever.
Yeah, some friendships are meant for a season, not a lifetime.
That's a tough truth.
But it doesn't mean those friendships were meaningless.
Right, they still shaped who we are.
Exactly. Every friend teaches you something, even the ones who leave.
What about toxic friendships?
Ah, that's a big one.
Because not all friendships are healthy.
Absolutely. Sometimes people stay in friendships that drain them just because of history.
Yeah, like we've been friends for years, so I can't let go.
But time alone doesn't justify staying in a toxic relationship.
So how do you know when a friendship is toxic?
When you feel constantly drained, judged, or unappreciated, when it feels one-sided.
Like you're always the one making the effort.
Exactly. Or when your friend doesn't respect your boundaries.
Boundaries. I feel like people struggle with that a lot.
Because they think setting boundaries will hurt the friendship.
But not setting them hurts even more in the long run.
Yes, healthy friendships actually respect boundaries.
Curious, have you ever had to walk away from a friendship?
Yeah, and it wasn't easy.
What made you decide?
I realized I was losing myself trying to maintain that friendship.
That sounds heavy.
It was, but sometimes choosing yourself is necessary.
That's actually really brave.
It didn't feel brave at the time, just painful.
I think a lot of people are scared of being alone, so they stay in unhealthy friendships.
Yes, but being alone is better than being in the wrong company.
Definitely.
But let's not make it all serious. There are also beautiful friendships out there.
Of course, the kind where you can be completely yourself.
No judgment, no pressure, just comfort.
The kind where you can send random voice notes at 2 a.m.
Exactly, and they actually listen to them.
That's true friendship right there.
Also, friends who show up during tough times.
Yeah, not just during celebrations, but during struggles.
Those are the ones who truly matter.
I think tough times reveal real friendships.
100%. Anyone can be there when things are easy.
But not everyone stays when things get hard.
Exactly.
Curious, do you think friendships are becoming weaker in this generation?
Not weaker, just more complex.
How so?
Because life is faster now. People are busier, more distracted.
Yeah, everyone is chasing something.
And sometimes friendships take a back seat.
But they shouldn't.
Exactly. Relationships need time and care.
You know, I feel like we should normalize checking on our friends more.
Yes, even a simple message can make a difference.
Like, hey, just wanted to see how you're doing.
That can mean everything to someone having a bad day.
True.
Hopefully, if people become a little more intentional, friendships can be stronger than ever.
Yeah, it's all about intention.
And appreciation. Don't take your friends for granted.
Because not everyone stays forever.
Exactly.
This conversation, it's making me want to message a few people.
You should.
I will.
To everyone listening, friendships are one of the most valuable parts of life. They shape you, support you, and sometimes even save you.
Take care of your friendships. Be present, be honest, and be kind.
And don't be afraid to communicate. A simple conversation can fix so much.
Also, let go when needed. Not all friendships are meant to stay, and that's okay.
But the right ones, they're worth every effort.
So reach out, reconnect, and appreciate the people who truly matter.
And we'll be back with more real, relatable conversations like this.
Until then, take care of yourselves and your friendships.
See you soon.